apocalypse with a special appearance by the Whiz Zeb.
Ice.
Ice.
That is how cold it is, people. It is nearly 3 o'clock. That's the ice out of one of the bird baths that he pulled off. See, kids can find other things to do besides video games. That is the piece of ice he pulled off, and he uses it like a frisbee. He just has fun with it. Okay, so this time of year is super cold. Also, my hay supply is getting low already. My hay supply is getting low already because I did a bunch of shit and didn't get enough hay put up.
Right.
So, but I have goats, and I don't have a big herd of goats. Okay, now, I'm gonna have Lynn pan down and you can see I have these hedgerows that I keep on my property because I like privacy. This year, I freaked out because of the apocalypse and I didn't trim them back at all this summer, so this is a little bigger job than it normally is. But I've already done this row down to the bamboo. And what I do is I throw this to the goats. I throw it to the goats, and then it gives them stuff to eat. Now there's honeysuckle in here, which we just found out this year they can't have very much of or they'll bloat and die. And of course we fed them honeysuckle for years, but now we have to be careful because now that we know that, it would definitely kill them.
Yes, of course.
So I can just give them a little bit at a time. But you can see the honeysuckle is the bane of this hedge's existence. And as you can see, looking at this part this way, you can see how much I've already pulled out. But what I do is, I cut this, and a lot of these shrubs do better if they're cut back. They don't do as well if you just leave them and never cut them back. For instance, crepe myrtle, which is what I'm cutting now, crepe myrtle flowers on new growth. So, and you want to cut it when the sap's all down, so this time of year is a good time to cut it. Yeah, you want to cut it down so that it's going to bloom. Okay, and also, during the winter, of course, you find plants that have been there for years that are trying to die. I do this on purpose. This was fun for me.
Was this fun? Yeah.
They're stuck in a tree. There we go.
There we go. Now it's not.
Okay, but this one is trying to die on me. So by cutting it back, that'll just help it try to rejuvenate. But it's an Althea, and sometimes the Althea or the Rose of Sharon, which are basically the same damn plant, by the way, people. Althea and Rose of Sharon, they often only last, they don't last, they don't last forever, in other words. So you're constantly having to trim them back in order to, okay, here's a little red bud right here. I don't want that red bud.
A red bud you just pulled out? Yeah.
Oh, here's another one, Zeb.
Really?
Yeah.
Another what?
We're finding blue jay feathers.
Oh, wow.
They come over here. The blue jays come over here in this hedge all the time. Here, Zeb, come and get these.
Okay.
We use those in artwork, and we use them to do things with and fun things to do with. And his mother collects them for things that she does, so. Okay, so this is a grape.
Ah.
I don't know if it's a muscadine because I'm constantly throwing muscadines. After I make wine, I throw the seeds in these go-betweens. So I'm going to leave it and see if it's a muscadine. If it's a possum grape, I'll just pull it out of there because they don't really bear.
What's a possum grape?
A possum grape is a little wild grape that grows around here. It's not very big, and they're not good. They're mostly seed. They're very small. They call them possum grapes because possums eat them. But they're not really good for anything but a possum. So there you go. That's why. I don't know what the real name is. That's what the locals call it.
It's cool.
That's what the folks around here call them.
So you're going to feed this to the goats. Now, there's not a lot of leaves in there. Does that matter?
Okay, so the goats being who they are and being browsers, I'll have Lynn, and maybe she'll be able to see. They like to eat, they'll they'll eat the tips
Uh-huh.
off of this. They'll chew the bark off. And so it just helps with the rumen in your stomach to have something besides just hay and grain. So it's pretty good stuff. It works pretty good. You know, and I just do like a pile of this shit like this, you know, every 2 days. And it helps with their hay stuff, hay rations and stuff. It's just, you know, because here's the thing, people. It's colder than shit, but shit still has to get done.
Yeah.
Oh. Zebo!
He keeps screaming it's cold.
Okay, Zebo, come over here and start hauling this stuff down to the fence, and then I'll come down there and throw it over. So get some footage of Zeb actually working so we can prove that he works. There he goes. There's our boy. He's a worker.
Right, which part of the fence, Nana?
Right there. He knows where it goes over.
Good.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He's done it with me enough times and seen me do it enough times. Now see, that's a lot of honeysuckle, but it's really not. That's not enough honeysuckle to bloat them, so we're good, we're good. And of course, I'm doing this, and as I am doing this, we've just, in the last week, we saw what happened when you let white supremacists do whatever the hell they
January
want.
6th, yeah.
It's a scary, scary time, people.
Yeah.
We're all just kind of playing that, waiting for that next shoe to drop thing that's never healthy for any of us.
And hopefully by the time you view this, we'll know that everything is going to be good. I hope.
Well, I have some prediction. Here's the thing. I've been able to predict nearly everything that's happened so far. I don't know where we're going to fall right now, which is almost scarier than knowing awful things.
Yeah.
Almost. Not quite. Could go either way.
And here goes Zeb again. Hauling off a small forest.
Now we're going to go down there. I'm going to come back because I'm going to get more than this today, but it's going to be boring for you to sit there and watch me cut down fucking trees.
So we're going to go over
Or
it.
maybe not. But I don't know. Maybe your lives are so boring right now that you're watching my ass as I cut off these fucking trees and you're going, that looks entertaining. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Okay. Watching a fat ass cutting up trees. Watching a fat ass feeding goatees. Watching a kid pull a bunch of brush. That's entertainment. Alright, so not that these guys like brush.
I'm coming as fast as I can here. She said not that they like brush, but look at them, they're waiting.
Not that these kids like brush. But the minute they see me out here, they come to the fence. And they're just waiting. They're just waiting.
That is a stack of stuff.
Oh, this would be why we had so many blue jay feathers. There's a nest up in there.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, it was a rough ass nest.
Oh, okay.
You know, blue jays.
Yeah. They abandoned them and built another.
They built stick nests.
And over there is a stack of things the goats have already gone through that she's going to burn.
Look, you can see how they've stripped the bark off of that privet. That was Russian privet that I cut before.
Yeah,
And they've already stripped the bark off of it. So, yeah, and they will strip the bark off of parts of this and not off of the rest. It's like they like some barks and they don't like other barks. They'll almost always eat the limb ends, and all of that helps with the rumen in their stomach.
And they all like whatever it is the other goat is eating best.
Oh, whatever the other goat's eating is always the best thing in
Exactly.
there. Not unlike a kid with toys. Whatever the kid's playing with, the other kid is like, oh, that's what I want. Yeah, goats are the same way. Huh?
That's the man.
Okay.
That's mine!
No, mine.
I'm running short on juice.
Okay, so, and that's how we feed the goats in the wintertime. Thank you for coming by and seeing us I hope you were duly entertained. Say
Remind
goodbye, WizZeb.
no, remind us what you are now, not the WizZeb. You are
I'm Backwards Gaming. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. Bye.
You have Backwards Gaming?
Backwards Gaming.
You
Nah,
changed the name of your freaking
Yes.
channel?
It's been changed for months now.
yeah, and we had this discussion on another video.
Why do kids gotta do that shit? I don't know.
Oh yeah, there
I
you
take my
go.
ugly hat off for 10 minutes so you can see my ugly hair.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.